start, then confidently back to you today, and he's at his peak after the two.
But I think today could easily be his day.
We'll let you get the binoculars focused, because I know you've got 3 to look at in this race.
I need an extra eye.
Steve Brem joining us there from the Gay Waterhouse Yard.
De Cousy is going to be the last to come up. 1200, the journey of the Roman Consul Stakes. A prolific winner of the Chelmsford Stakes, Roman Consul. Ready to go. Exceed and Excel, just moving a shade. Racing this time, Exceed and Excel jumped very quickly and straight to the lead he goes from Polar Success. Bella Corona improving and Hasna showing a lot of early speed. A length and a half further back is Cousy, followed by Imperialism, Bushland, Yes Boss, and 3 lengths to Ambulance. They race along to the 800, and the leader is Exceed and Excel from his wide alley. Gets across onto the rails, leads the Golden Slipper winner, Polar Success, by more than a length. Third, Bella Corona, Hasna the rails, followed by Cousy wide, Imperialism in the centre, Bushland on the rails, 3 Yes Boss and 2 lengths to Ambulance. This is the order coming past the 500, and Exceed and Excel increasing his lead on Polar Success. Third is Hasna hugging the rails, followed by Bella Corona, Imperialism, then Bushland and Cousy, followed by Yes Boss and Ambulance as they straighten up, and Exceed and Excel shifting away from the rails. He's a length and a half clear. Hasna on the inside is running a terrific race, fresh, followed by Bella Corona and then Polar Success, but it's still the colt by Danehill, Exceed and Excel. Hasna can't quite catch him. Getting home late is Ambulance, but Exceed and Excel, he's a smart sprinting type and he wins the Roman Consul. Exceed and Excel beat Hasna and third Ambulance. That was a great run, followed by Bushland, Cousy, Polar Success, Imperialism, Yes Boss, and Bella Corona has finished tailed off. He's a very, very good sprinting 3-year-old colt, isn't he? Exceed and Excel. Number 3, ridden by Huey Bowman for Tim Martin, by Danehill from Patrona, 3-year-old bay colt, raced by Nick Moratis and Mr. A.S. Osberg. And he's run a great race this afternoon to clock 109.14, and in winning he has smashed the race record that was held by Slight Chance at 109.50. That was established when Slight Chance, that great filly, won it in 1992. This horse is simply flying. They've got the key to him now, Timmy Martin and Huey Bowman, and he's followed up his up-and-coming win with a very strong performance. He had to work a little early, then Hugh was able to get him across onto the rails. Hasna ran a terrific race. Wasn't a lot of room for her over on the inside, and that is just going over the line. They tightened up the winner, and Hasna and Ambulance. Well, what a run by him.
First 4 confirmed across the line, 3, 7, 2 and 4. The Quinella $8.30, Exacta $12.70. The trifecta $170, $17.70. Home in 34.98. New race record 109.14.
And talking with Barbara, that's her first Flemington win. She was very, very excited, and Ain't Seen Nothing is off to the Underwood Stakes next. And I reckon when we update the fixed odds later regarding the Caulfield Cup, Ain't Seen Nothing, that the Ascot Vale was going to be jumping, but no sign of the horses walking our way at this stage. Here are the latest tote figures. Carwita's on the quick back up from winning last week. Largo Delight pulled up sore at Moonee Valley, but the last 10 days have been very good for the horse. Keep the Faith finished off good, $7.60 at the moment. And on the second page for the Ascot Vale, Dorky at $8 and Rodine at $9.50. Now that protest at Randwick, as you saw on the bottom of the screen in the previous race, we've got a that Exceed and Excel, the eventual winner, over the line. It's the last 150 metres, which is about now. And you'll see near the line, or after the line, Hugh Bowman turns around, and we'll see Len Beasley there on Hasna, as you've just seen. So here are the interims: 372 Exceed and Excel, 251.40. There's a protest second against first there in the Roman Consul, and 4 ran fourth in that race, Bushland, for the first 4s. The final stages, last 150 metres, that protest, 372.
Now Keep the Faith, the one they need. Group 2 Ascot Vale feel just about ready now. Lights are flashing. Line looks good. Off they go. Largo Delight jumped pretty well, so did Keep the Faith. Cohuita going over their heels. Dorky was away all right. Scaredy Cat began very fast, and so did French Bid in the early stages. And also Fresh Boy not far away from the speed. They put the 1,000-metre mark astern, and French Bid crossed over to the rail and led. Largo Delight moved into second placing quickly, and Scaredy Cat a length and a half away in third place. Just behind them, San Simeon over on the inside in a prominent position, and then wider out as Keep the Faith around the outside of Rodine. Fresh Boy. Wider out as Dilly Dally, and they're trailed by Dorky. Face Value's got well back on the inside, and Cohuita last of all. French Bid went to the 500, 2.5 Largo Delight. San Simeon the inside, and then Scaredy Cat, Fresh Boy. Keep the Faith next under pressure the outside. Face Value looking for an out, and then Dilly Dally on the outside, and next Rodine and Dorky still well back from Cohuita. Largo Delight swept to the lead. Scaredy Cat after it at the 200 metres. Wide out then Dilly Dally and Fresh Boy. Largo Delight from Scaredy Cat, Dilly Dally, Scaredy Cat, Largo Delight. This is a great battle. Scaredy Cat, Largo Delight, bob and go. Maybe Scaredy Cat a nose, Largo Delight. Dilly Dally 3 lengths away third. Dorky storming home and it was over. Then came Fresh Boy, followed by Face Value, and further back was Keep the Faith. Next to finish, San Simeon, Rodine, Cohuita, and French Bid dropped out to finish last.
We'll flash the number.
It remains Sportsman ahead of Shower of Roses. There's the details on the Ascot Vale Stakes. Largo Delight's winning run comes to an end. Defeated by Scaredy Cat, Stephen Arnold in the saddle, Dilly Dally third, and Dorky finishing in fourth position. So 5, 6, 10 and number 9. There's Stephen Arnold returning, and the tail of the cat, 3-year-old. Another upset in the Ascot Vale just a few years ago. Spargo upstage, Testarossa and Redute's Choice. Shortly Gerald Ryan will join us. Wayne Harris about to join us with his late mail. Let's get his thoughts on race 5.
Brendan, gone 4, 3, 8 and 5 here. Sportsman, he's the one that they've backed on track. Fitted for one run back from a spell when he dug deep and won here in the Show County Handicap. He's gone on with that fitness. I think he looked quite good here today.
And we're ready for a start. Gordo won it last year, the Tramway Handicap. They're off. And the early leader is Sportsman. Brits Best is second. Not far away as they settle fully into stride. Shower of Roses with Mardi Gras. A good go for the lead. And then Crianza, Boreal and Sports Brat. Shower of Roses showing tremendous speed. Makes the run to the course proper, leading about 3/4 of a length now on Mardi Gras. Third position, Brits Best, another length and a half away, and 2 lengths to Sportsman, followed closely by Sports Brat, Boreal and Crianza's Absolute. Shower of Roses works along the side and goes to the 800 by 2 lengths. Mardi Gras. Third is Brits Best, and Sportsman on a limb is fourth, followed by Boreal on the inside of Sports Brat, and 2 lengths to the Toowoomba mare Crianza. It's Shower of Roses coming past the 600, leading about a length and a half on Mardi Gras. Brits Best and Sportsman working hard. Then Boreal, followed by Sports Brat, and 2 lengths Crianza. Shower of Roses first around the corner in the Tramway. A length clear, Brits Best and Mardi Gras between them, followed by Sportsman. He's joining in quickly. Shower of Roses surrendered. Brits Best and Sportsman have raced away. And then comes Sports Brat, but Sportsman a half length in front now from Brits Best, 2.5 to Sports Brat. But this model racehorse Sportsman is clearing out from Brits Best. Boreal getting home late on the inside, but Sportsman does it again. Sportsman has beaten Brits Best and Boreal. Then Sports Brat, Crianza. Shower of Roses gave up, and she finished back with Mardi Gras at the tail of the field. Gee, wouldn't you like one in your stable like him, in your ownership, as honest as the day is long? Well, he jumped quickly, led, but Zach saw that Shower of Roses was a must for the lead, the way Muntz was riding her hard, so he thought, right, well, I'll ease back. Well, he didn't have much luck as far as getting closer to the rails on Sportsman was concerned, but didn't matter a tinker's curse, and Sportsman has raced on to win it brilliantly. Number 4, Sportsman, great credit to his trainer Greg Hickman, written by Zach Purton. Number 5 is second, Brits Best. So they have run 1-2 as they did here 2 weeks ago in the Show County. Brits Best trained by Chris Lees and by Dane Hill, and the winner by Supremo. And number 2 has run the third, Boreal, by Octagonal, John Hawkes, Darren Beatman. Number 7 for the pick 4, Sports Brat, and Shower of Roses led showed tremendous dash, but showed little heart in the concluding stages. Some might say he rode her upside down. Maybe she was keen. Maybe she just wanted to go and he had no other alternative. But Shower of Roses is probably better when she can settle in her races and then come home. The margin in favour of the winner, 1 1/4, 1 3/4 second and third, 1:21.82. There's another race record. That has smashed Tuna 2's record, and that was established here in 1982 of 1:22.10, and this bloke, Sportsman, has run 1:21.82, so he had an equal race record in the first, a class record in the second, a race record to Exceed and Excel, and now a race record to Sportsman, who officially paid $260 and $170. Number 5, $240. There was no third. The Quinella, $610. Exact at $10.10. Trifecta, $50.70. The 4527 first for $189.70. The spinner on the mixed, $1.90. And here's the winner returning, Zach Purton on Sportsman, a professional racehorse with a capital P. A brilliant win in the Tramway Handicap.
And as Zach mentioned pre-race to Wayne Harris, he's really enjoying Sydney race riding. So the favourite salutes and another record falls and a happy team of owners as well. Now,
Bush Padre is walking towards us as we get the latest figures there. Bush Padre holding up pretty nice on the tote. It has been a drifter on track. You can see not much of a change between numbers 3 and 6 there. 3 to 6. Hellenus at 620 is under what they're betting on track. And on the second page, I can report that Honor Bay, the Sydney Cup winner, there's been no push for her at all, number 10. Let's get to the mounting yard pitches, and Bush Padre walking toward an important loom-up race, one of the early crack races for the spring. Let's go to Greg Miles.
Now, Bush Padre's coming in. Yes, light drizzling rain. Probably looks worse on telly than it is in real life, but unfortunate it's falling on a track that's just been upgraded to good. Natural Blitz and Roman Arts come in. Now Honor Babe is coming along. That'll complete the lineup just about near the outside, I'd say. Roman Arts is ready. St Basil will be the last to move in fact. Just about ready for the Craigley. Light drizzling rain, track upgraded to good after the Ascot Vale. Walk on Air shifting around in the gates there. They're set. Strasbourg shifty down in gate 3. Off now. Mummify jump well. Roman Arch out the back with Bush Padre. Natural Blitz is also settling towards the end. Walk on Air finding the lead with St Basil in the early stages. And St Basil now running to the front over Roman Arch, quickly whipping around the field to go to second. In third placing Walk on Air, a length and a half further back as Hellenus just wanting to get the head up again here. Bush Padre circling them. Mummify midfield the rail, and then Strasbourg a length further back at the 1200 came Fantastic Honor Babe, and Natural Blitz is last of all. It's St Basil leading. Bush Padre straight up into second on the outside. A length and a half further back as Walk on Air third on the inside of Roman Arch, and they're followed by Mummify, who's fifth the inside of Hellenus. 2 lengths away Strasbourg, and they're trailed then by Fantastic over on the inside rail. Back behind him 2 lengths away is Honor Babe, and Natural Blitz last on the inside, about 9 from the leader at the 750, and St Basil the leader. They're not gone. They haven't gone all that fast. He's about ahead in front. Bush Padre second. Walk on Air right behind them third on the inside of the nose roll. He's trying to get away from the rails. Does so now. Roman Arch swung wide, and Hellenus is coming deeper. And then came Strasbourg, and back behind them is in the field Honor Babe, and Natural Blitz one of the last on the inside, but they're bunched at the 400 metres. Bush Padre after St Basil. Walk on Air in the clear. Roman Arch putting in a run down the outside. Hellenus is the widest runner. Mummify getting a run through. Natural Blitz is also putting in a run down near the inside. 150 metres to go. Walk on Air, Mummify, Roman Arch. Hellenus is putting in. Fantastic is late. Walk on Air just had the lead. Fantastic's diving through between horses. He's got him. Fantastic. He's come from nowhere and won it from either Walk on Air or Mummify. Strasbourg is close up. Then Honor Babe out wide. They stretch right across the track, those horses. In behind them there was Natural Blitz, Roman Arch, St Basil, Hellenus. Stand by for numbers here. This has been a fantastic finish. They were right across the track. Walk on Air and Mummify look to be fighting out the race, and Fantastic has gone for a needle-eye gap between horses, grabbing the front in the shadows of the line, and he'll get it, number 2. The judge to semaphore numbers, but Fantastic will give Stephen Arnold the big double here, and there's the number now. 2 Fantastic, Stephen Arnold first. He picks up the big double on Scaredy Cat in the Ascot Vale and Fantastic in the Craigley Stakes. Number 2 first. 3 is second. Walk On Air, Noel Callow. 7 is third. Mummify, Danny Nikolic. 2, 3 and 7. And they've run 137 point.
Big day for Stephen Arnold, and Fantastic bursting through. David, you were watching it in the trainers and jockeys room there. It was pretty close in the end.
It was close, but went the right way, didn't it?
It did go the right way. There were lots of horses on the inside looking for and searching for runs late.
Yeah, look, the tempo wasn't that fast early, and it was always going to be an issue with Fantastic. But can't ride him any differently, Andrew. And Stephen Arnold's the right man for the job when you have to time your run to perfection. So he had to wait and ride for luck, and that's what he did. And it came at the right time, even though it was only in the last few strides.
Second up form is good with this horse. You've got a good team of prospective cup stayers coming up. Where do you put Fantastic in that group?
Oh, look, he's been there and done it before. Yeah. He's been around the Sydney Cup as a 3-year-old. He's run the Melbourne Cup as a 4-year-old. I think he's probably he's the one that most people should have the respect for, because he's proven at the distance, I think.
Well done, David.
Thank you.
Thanks, mate. David Hall joining us. The numbers 2, 3, 7 and 9 got fourth. 137.2. Brendan, that was a great finish in the Craigley Stakes.
Oh, and how about a Cups trial too, Andrew, with the likes of Strasbourg, the Derby runner-up, storming up late. Now, let's update Morford as well. And the details for Flemington, Fantastic from Walk On Air and Mummify. Across the line, Stephen Arnold a winning double. 2, 3, 7 and 9 for those taking first fours. Well, back in the winter, a horse called Half Hennessy bolted in with the Queensland Derby. For those who might have had their eyes firmly parked on Lonhro in the Warwick Stakes, would have missed a horse called Half Hennessy beat Murray. It was a good run.
Yeah, we were very pleased with the run, Brendan, on a track that just really doesn't suit him. He likes a good hard track. He's got a big high action in his stride, and I think the firm track today is really going to suit him better.
From what you've said, you've learned a little bit as you've gone with this horse too, haven't you?
Oh yes, we just found out in the winter that he got to his right distance, a mile plus, but at this stage of his preparation, I expect him to run a very good mile.
Well, we're at the mile today, so we're looking from here and beyond. How forward is he compared to what he's got down the track? How much more improvement is there in this horse?
Well, I think he's as forward as he can be for a mile race, and but there's certainly more improvement in him over the longer journeys. But he's primed right up for a mile race today.
The Caulfield Cup awaits?
I hope so. Yeah. If he gets through another run or two here and comes through how we wish, then he'll go to Melbourne.
He looks well in himself, which is a good sign too after a short break.
Yes, I don't think you could get the horse looking better than what he is at the moment.
He's always had the Hollywood look, so hasn't he, been?
Yeah, he's a lovely horse.
Yes, well, all the best with him, the Savo, and particularly with what's ahead.
Thanks very much, Brendan.
Nice to catch up with Bede Murray there, the very popular mentor behind Half Hennessy, who's based down the south coast. Now, Doomben, let's check out the latest in market details there for you. I go around in the Chelmsford with the commentary from Ian Craig.
And in they come now for one of the highlights today, the Tattersalls Chelmsford Stakes, won last year by Lonhro. And most think he'll make it back-to-back successes. He's $1.40 and $1.10. Second pick, number 6, Clang-a-Lang, $5.60 and $1.40. Interesting runner here, Platinum Scissors, who ran second to Lonhro in this race 12 months ago. Previous of the day, taken out by number 4, Sportsman, and he beat 5, Brits Best, 2, Boreal, and 7, Sports Brat. Now, here comes Carnegie Express. Now, Clang-a-Lang pulled out of the line. Larry Cassidy back in Sydney after a stint in Singapore, and returns to Randwick today on Carnegie Express. Now, Clang-a-Lang goes back in again. $1.40 Lonhro, $5.60, $1.40 Clang-a-Lang. And Carnegie Express goes up to the stalls, but sidles on. Half Hennessy still away with Monmecki, Accelerator and Lonhro. Now, Carnegie Express has been positioned. Half Hennessy, terrific run here a couple of weeks ago in the Warwick Stakes when 5th behind Lonhro. He's in. Monmecki coming up into her position now, and no problems with the mare Monmeki, and Lonro going in to stall number 8. And Accelerator coming up now to gate number 9. The Chelmsford Stakes, time-honoured race, standard weight for age, Group 2, $150,000 overall. They're set. And they're off in the Chelmsford Stakes, and a Bedouin jumped out quickly. Platinum Scissors up looking for the lead and getting it. Lonro is not far away second, in fact. Monmeki improving ground, followed by Accelerator wider out. Now, who is going to lead? It's going to be Monmeki now from on the outside Accelerator. Third is Platinum Scissors, and dropping into the box seat Lonro, followed by Half Hennessy Bedouin. Then Carnegie Express, a length and a half. Clang-a-lang, 3/4 County Tyrone. They race onto the first corner here near the 1100 marker. And Monmeki taken on by Accelerator, but it's Monmeki drawing 3/4 to a length Accelerator as they come down the side. Third Platinum Scissors a length and 3/4 away. At its quarters on the outside, Lonro, followed then on the inner by Bedouin, Half Hennessy the outer, and then Clang-a-lang parked on the inside of Carnegie Express and a length and a half County Tyrone. No change in the pattern. They've gone more than halfway and Monmeki shows out. Second Accelerator nearly 2 lengths away. Third on the inside, Platinum Scissors. Lonro is next, and then Half Hennessy making ground from Bedouin, Clang-a-lang, Carnegie Express, and 2 lengths to County Tyrone. They're on the turn in the Chelmsford Stakes, and Monmeki a length clear on Accelerator, getting a little closer. Lonro called upon now, and he's sprinting up to them quickly. Platinum Scissors looking for the way through, and then Carnegie Express, who's running a good race today. Lonro, is he as flat as a strap? Beedman has a peep. Lonro ridden hard now. Accelerator second, and then Platinum Scissors from Carnegie Express, but he accelerates now, Lonro, and away goes Lonro from Platinum Scissors and Accelerator, and that's the way they finish. Lonro from Platinum Scissors, Accelerator, and Clang-a-lang getting home well. Carnegie Express, a nice run. Then Bedouin, Half Hennessy, Monmeki, and last the stayer, County Tyrone. Number 1, Lonro, well, just for one fleeting moment around about the 300, I thought, hello, how much have you got left, son? But, oh, boy, he was loafing, I think. And then when Darren got stuck into him, this brown, almost black end tyre, he's classified as brown, but we all know he's nearly black. And he really knuckled down to his work, and he's done a good job to win it. But I'm going to be very, very interested when he travels to Melbourne, and he comes up against the creme de la creme in the Cox Plate. But he can do no more than he's done in his 2 runs this time in. There's been a few people that are of the opinion that he's a meat pie champion in inverted commas, but gee, I don't subscribe to that theory. But look, it's a talking point and it's good for racing. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Here are the numbers: 1, 7, 3 and 6. Number 1, Lonro, ridden by Darren Beedman first. Number 7 is second, and that is Platinum Scissors. Nice to see him on a lovely return. Chris Munt's Gay Waterhouse. Number 3 is third, Accelerator, an improved run on firmer going today. Jim Cassidy, Gay Waterhouse. Number 6 ran fourth, Clang-a-lang, motoring to the post. And wasn't it nice to see Carnegie Express this afternoon running a very, very nice event?
35 and 54 is the last section. They've run just a tick outside the race record, which is listed in the book at 1:35.03. They've run 1:35.06, and exactly the same quinella as last year's race. And they've run a fair whack faster, of course. Lonro from Platinum Scissors last year as well. And there's Peter Snowden talking on course. A couple of very good runs from the race. The likes of Clang-a-lang stormed up for fourth, and Carnegie Express, who is cups bound, Andrew Bensley.
Yes, isn't it going to be an exciting next few weeks? And Lonro now, you would think, comes to Melbourne for the Underwood. News also that we can confirm is that Bart Cummings is the new trainer for Hallinas. Of course, Leon Corstens copped a three-month suspension earlier this week from the Racing Appeals Tribunal when he losing his appeal, and Bart Cummings will take over the training of Hallinas. All right, we're 5 minutes away from race down number 14. There's some value there on the tote for it at the moment. Looking above Marbine, there's some value on the tote for number 9. And Mr. Casanova, number 3, is around the mark. Prince Rubiton is unders the tote, as most of Brian Mayfield Smith's horses can be. Tommy Hughes Jr. joining us to talk about your father's horse, Grey Song. First up today.
Lights have been turned on. Previous to Pentastic. They've got to look at the Caulfield Cup with him now, according to David Hall. Scaredy Cat's heading for the Dubai Cup and maybe the Guineas after that. Ain't seen nothing. The Underwood Stakes and the Caulfield Cup. Damien Oliver rates her a genuine lightweight chance in the Caulfield Cup. Now they're set. Racing, C Senor jumped well and Marbine was away fast also in the early stages. Pure Theatre's got back. He's going to settle last of all. And there's a good tussle for the lead in the early stages where Marbine's going to hold out Hardy Steel, Prince Rubiton, Hydrometer Deeper going on, and Tycoon Ruler in the red colours about fifth and wide. Just behind them, Galapagos Girl getting a good trail, closely followed by C Senor over on the inside when they go by the 1,000 metres. Back behind those horses there is Mr. Casanova in that bunch travelling wide, and they were trailed by Shumpeter and Mooball with another Warrior around the outside. 2 lengths Toscana, Adolescence, Grey Song, and then Arena Valadora and Pure Theatre last 12 from the leader. Marbine in front as they came up towards the 600 metre mark on the home turn. Tycoon Rulers wide out. Prince Rubiton in the centre. They make virtually a line of 3 around the bend, clear from another Warrior very wide. In behind the speed is Hydrometer, and then came Hardy Steel waiting for a run on the inside. Wider out Adolescence putting in a run, and Galapagos Girl going for runs between horses. Marbine had it at the 300 metres from Prince Rubiton. Hardy Steel, Tycoon Ruler wider out. Galapagos Girl not finishing a race off at the moment, and Marbine's full of running at the 150. He leads by a length and a half. Here come the surges now. Another Warrior, Arena Valadora and Adolescence. Marbine in front. Adolescence and Arena Valadora lunge. I think Adolescence from Arena Valadora. Photo finish, so another Warrior's right up there in another photo for third, with Marbine and Hardy Steel just off them. Grey Song put in big bounds wide out next. Galapagos Steel didn't go on, and then came Mooball, Pure Theatre, Tycoon Ruler, Ascana, Mr. Casanova, Prince Rubiton, C Senor, Shumpeter and Hydrometer, one of the last over the line. Stand by for numbers. Judge will no doubt again need the assistance of the photo, and the swoopers were the ones who fought it out. Adolescence and Arena Valadora, and 17 gets it. Adolescence, written by Stephen Baster for John Hooks. 17 is the winner. Big odds here. Second placing goes to 6 Arena Valadora, Greg Childs and David Hall. Super run. And third, number 5's got that Another Warrior, written by Craig Newitt for Alan Bailey. 17, 6 and 5 are the numbers. 17, 6 and 5. And Adolescence scraping home for a very narrow win, and a win that's no doubt shocked most punters. First in from a spell. He's won, I think, the last 2 Easter Cups. And he probably caught a few on the hop here today. First up from a spell. What did he do last time? He beat one home in a race on Lakeside. But he stormed over the top of them for a narrow win today. What's the quaddie going to pay here this afternoon? 5 Scaredy Cat, 2 Pentastic, and 17 Adolescence. Wouldn't mind a little share in whatever's going to be going.
The likes of Clang-a-Lang and Carnegie Express. And how is Adolescence? A good fillet from the team from Woodlands, who's the sire of Adolescence Grand Lodge. Fractured a knee yesterday, and after a long operation came through that fine, but he's been ruled out for this whole spring of serving, one of the pin-up boys of the Australian stud breeding scene. Now, Randwick, let's look ahead to the Fury.
Eagle number 8. It's been specced in the betting, Swinging Eagle. Now they start to move in for the Perks Business Services Stakes, a listed event registered as the Penny Edition Stakes.